Hi, welcome back to Louie's Hunting Podcast. This is Levi.
This is Wes.
And this week we have our good buddy Joey back on.
What's up, buddy?
I think it's his, third time we've saying?
Third time's a charm.
And this morning, so I kind of coerced him into this because we had planned a pheasant hunt, I don't know, a few weeks back. Our buddy Tyler was supposed to come with, but he had some things happen this morning, so
Sure. It's
all right. I wanted him to, but it's all right. So we took our dogs out. And this is the second time I took my dog pheasant hunting ever. And we found some success. I don't know, what did you think about the hunt? Did you like it all? Did my dog do good?
We didn't get skunked, so that's always a plus, right? And going into it, we weren't expecting much, right? I mean, I think on the last podcast I talked a little bit about Hank, so this is only his second season into it. So I don't expect a whole lot out of him. Still has some tweaking to do. And you said it was your second time ever getting your dog out. And they've never been hunting together, right? So this is first time they've been meeting. And we got a pheasant. The only one we saw. But it's still, didn't get skunked.
That's right.
And your dog did very well for its second time ever. It caught on, especially when that bird dropped. Boom! Everything started clicking after that.
Dude, he was wildly birdie. You were
nuts.
holding that thing, and he was trying to get it.
He was just jumping, and he didn't. I don't think he never jumped one time until we had that bird, and then he was wowing for sound.
Yeah, then he was jumping through the brush and everything, I guess all the prairie grass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was jumping up through it,
trying to find.
I love it when he rabbit bounces. That is,
Yeah.
I think it's cute.
I think it's a flushing thing. I don't know, but I know I've had springers my whole life, and I would call it the spring, and
Sure.
they're always just jumping and.
I see my buddy Colton's dogs do it.
Oh really?
Yeah, they do it quite a bit, but I think they're trying to see where he's at.
That makes sense.
Kind of get a visual of where they're at, where they're going. Because remember we were talking and how I was like, oh yeah, I think it's weird how dogs know where you're going.
Mm-hmm. We talked about it a couple times actually.
Yeah, you are walking forward and they just know to stay kind of roughly
in the bubble.
Yeah, in the bubble, and then you turn and they just know to turn. And
They got sixth sense. They're not dumb.
Well, and I said to him, I was like, I think they kind of watch you.
Oh yeah.
They watch your body and they're like,
Sure.
oh, he's going this way now. And
they learn how to read it just like you don't learn how to read them, I imagine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a good time. I loved it. I was having a blast. This first time those dogs met.
Yeah, first time I've been in Iowa pheasant hunting too, so I got my first public land pheasant.
Nice.
So I'm thrilled. And like I said, we didn't expect much at all.
When you told me this morning it's the 100th year anniversary of pheasants in Iowa, or hunting season in Iowa, did not know that.
It's all right on the front of regulations. We talked about it a while ago.
Did we?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Short-term memory loss, apparently.
Yeah, hey, man.
Old bitch.
Get dropped in your head as a baby. It happened to you, too.
Wow.
Happened. I'm sure it's happened to a few of us. I won't deny it. But yeah, I mean, it's something I've wanted to do all season. Actually, my family came back from Florida over Thanksgiving, and it was something that we wanted to do. And that's when that big snowstorm came, and we kind of held off. We didn't want to get caught in it.
I don't blame you there. It sucked.
I mean, they're from Florida, they're not from Florida, but they live in Florida now, so they have a little bit thinner skin, right?
Sure, and they probably haven't drove in snow in a long time.
Yeah, so we're like, let's lay off. So it was unfortunate. My brother just got a Springer Spaniel, and that would have been his first hunting season.
Sure.
So we really wanted to get out, and last year I went to Montana, and this was going to be my out-of-state hunt since I got a new job. Haven't been able to get out as much as I wanted to.
Yep.
So what better way and easier to hop across the river and do the thing.
Yeah.
So this was an awesome opportunity, and thank you for having that happen and helping me have it happen.
Well, the best thing is we're not far from a house.
No. Yeah, that was the best part. No driving.
Yeah, literally, we just
go on Green Island or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just hopped on the highway and buzzed over. We did find a dead one, sadly.
No.
I said to him, well, so we did the one, I don't know what you want to call that, a drive?
Yeah, I guess a push.
I don't really know what you call that.
A flush?
I don't know. Well, we hunted one field.
Yeah.
And we came up to this private land. And I'm like, well, we might as well go back to the trucks, go drive up, park along the highway, walk this piece. And first part, didn't really see anything. And it looks super thick. It's super nice from the highway. And I know we said that 50 freaking times when we're out there.
That sounds about right. That is awesome, but where are they all at?
Well, no, it was all laid over and flat.
Oh, from the wind or what?
It must have been.
But from the road, you would never know. It looks thick as shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, for 3 years, I was telling you earlier, for 3 years I've passed it and I was like, man, this would be really good. This would be really good. And I've always wanted to. And then we got in there, we're like, where? This isn't that thick. What the hell happened?
Well, and I brought up to him about the Onyx thing and just scouting there. And then, like he said, and that's what he brought up. He's like, yeah, we're looking at it from the road. It looks super thick. And so then we went up to the next spot, and that was actually a lot thicker. Yeah. And I was like, look at that. I was like, we got a cornfield or something over there. And it turned out it was sorghum and corn. And I'm like, I was like, you want to walk down this side? Or he said, you want to walk down this side? You walk down that side? I'm like, yeah, let's do that. Because it would be really cool to be able to send the dogs through it. Right. And then we walk the outsides.
Yep.
But
they're still figuring it out.
Yeah, well, and I don't think that's something that's ever going to happen with Daryl. I think he's more of a work rate directly. Because I noticed when he went over to you, he would work like directly right in front of you. Kind of within, I don't know, what would you say, 20, 30 yards?
I'd say 30 yards max.
And then he would either come check with you, or I'd call him, or he'd come check with me.
Right.
And so I don't think he's going to be like, I'm just going to go through this cornfield.
Right.
You never know, though. They figure it out. I mean,
especially if you get them with other dogs, they can learn.
And that's what I said. The more you take them out, because I know you were a little skeptical of taking them out. You're like, I don't know how you'll do it. I'm like, hey, this is the perfect time to do it. They will never learn if you never do it.
Yep.
Right. Yeah.
Make their world a little bigger, right?
Yep.
Make their world a little bit bigger, and that's how you do it. That's how they learn. They just get better and better every time you take them out.
Yep.
Well, okay, so that's what I was trying to get at earlier is when I told you about my buddy's barking dog. And he's like, your dog's always locked up. I'm like, dude, your dog probably never even seen the Mississippi. I was like, my dog's seen parts of the Mississippi that you'll never even see. Exactly. I'm like, he is not always locked up. No. I was like, he's got a freaking Taj Mahal inside my house. A 16 by 20 outside, like a 16 by 16 inside.
That's pretty nice.
The dude's living life.
Yeah, he's not in a box.
He's got a recliner.
No, I had to take the recliner out.
Oh, you had to take the recliner out?
No. Well, see, I always put like soft stuff. This is what pisses me off. Is I put this soft stuff in there for him to lay on, and he doesn't lay on. He just destroys it.
Yeah.
And he never wants to lay on it. So I'm like, fine. I'm like, you can just sleep on concrete then. Well, what am I supposed to do? I mean, it sounds terrible to the listeners. Like, oh my God, I'm not abusive at all to this dog. And except for earlier when he kept trying to eat that dead deer.
and got him off of it though.
Yeah. I didn't even mean to like do it that hard. It
scared him.
Yeah, I think it scared me more than him, I think.
That could have been.
He yelped, like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And but either way, like he just never, I don't know, I can't figure out what to put in there for him that he just won't destroy.
I mean, Odin used to do that too. Then we took all the stuff that he destroyed and put it on top of new stuff, and he stopped.
What?
Yeah. So we always got him dog beds, and he would freaking tear up the dog bed. So we got to buy a new dog bed, take the old dog bed that he tore up and put it on top of the new one, and he's fine.
That's interesting.
Something to try.
I will try that.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
New smell, maybe? I don't know.
Well, kind of what I thought about
territory thing. I don't know.
I was just thinking about getting one of those placemats.
That works too.
You know what I'm talking about, like the little elevated placemat.
Like a dog loft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just feel bad.
Just get him off the ground a little bit.
Yeah, I just feel bad with him laying on the ground. But
yeah,
I mean,
he doesn't seem to mind.
No, I mean it's warm in there. It's in my house, so
if there's anything like he'll sleep anywhere.
I slept in a bathroom the other day. We're not going to go into that.
Nope.
But anyways, you never slept on a pooper?
No.
You can't deny it.
Nope.
Joey's like, yeah, me too, but I'm
not going to say nothing. We've all been there. We've all been there.
But anyway, so back to the hunt. So then we're going along, and I don't know, what did you say? You said something, and I couldn't tell what you were saying, and then all of a sudden there's a bird flying.
It was thick. So I think we were both trying to figure out where the hell our dogs were. I I just, I heard the pheasant, their strong wings, they pop, pop, and then it started cackling. I said, bird, bird, bird. Obviously, you had a different angle than I had, but it was sitting right in front of me. And all of a sudden, rooster, rooster, and one shot. That's all.
Nice.
It was it was gratifying.
Yeah.
That's the best word for it. It was gratifying.
I wish we could have seen a couple, even just seen a couple more.
Just to see, well, for one, to see how the dogs work them too. Mm-hmm. That would have been really nice to see. Because once we shot that one, I mean, they were locked on.
Sure.
For a good, probably 20 half hour after that, they were just gun ho, like, where's the next one? And then you could see, like,
attention span started wearing out.
Yeah, they were losing interest a little bit. It was more maybe a hike for them.
They were having fun. They were doing a good job.
Yeah, they always had their nose down. But you could just tell they weren't like gun ho like they were right after we shot them. I mean, it was go time.
Yep.
Daryl, we were sitting there trying to take a picture with it. He's jumping everywhere, knocking me over. Like he was like, "Let me have that bird."
Sounds about right.
He was wowing for sound, like he wanted it. That's what you want.
Yep.
You gotta get them excited, otherwise they won't ever figure it out.
Yep.
And he's had a lot of experience with a lot of birds now.
Right.
I mean, this is his, he's ducks and geese and now pheasants. So I mean, he's gone through the species a decent amount, and like you said, I should get him on a dove hunt.
Yeah. Ooh. Just it's another bird.
Yeah.
Another time to figure it out.
Do they have similar sense or something that they know what they're doing?
That's a good question. I have no idea.
Because I always wondered that, like, how does a dog, because they go off of scent, typically they're not going off of sight.
Well, you have to think too, especially for a dove, it's probably a lot like duck hunting. You're sitting there, you're shooting.
Right.
They watch it fall.
Yes. So they probably think until they get up to them, they're like, oh, this isn't a duck. I mean,
but it's a bird, so I'm going to... Yeah.
I mean, that's what they're bred to do.
Well,
they're working dogs.
Well, my point was, though, is like, if like this year, my buddy Samples and I were out hunting. We had a mallard come over top of us. I don't know who shot it. I think it was just a team shoot. We had a lot of those this year. Flew over top of us, landed behind us in a bunch of thick shit. He sent his dog. I'm like, hey, do you care if I send Daryl with? And he's like, yeah, might as well. And I sent Daryl with as well. And Daryl found it right away. But I think he had to use his nose to find it.
Sure.
So.
Blood. Probably smelling blood. Maybe.
I don't know. Because I know that my one buddy, when he goes out pheasant hunting, he always goes for scent.
Sure.
He's always talking about going into the wind, so the dogs are sniffing them out.
But that's everything. I mean, even when you're deer hunting, right?
Yeah, you want to walk into the wind.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same thing. They're the predators, right? Yeah. So that's what you got to give them the best chances for them to be successful.
Right. That makes sense. But birds can't smell.
Birds can't smell, no.
Right.
So it doesn't matter which way. But I think it's for the dogs.
For the dog. Yeah. Blowing their nose.
That's what I was going. I was going off.
That makes sense.
Dog word. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was Hank that flushed him or if it was us that flushed him or what.
It was really too thick to tell, and Hank hasn't been on a whole lot of wild birds, kind of what we talked about earlier, where I don't think he would. When we went out to Montana, killed a lot of birds. And it was the first time I've taken him out on wild birds.
Sure.
So he only pointed, I think, 3. I don't know how many we ended up killing in Montana, but he only pointed, like, locked hard 3 times. Now I take him to a hunt reserve, or, and he'll lock up on every bird.
Sure.
He points every bird.
More plentiful.
Yeah. There's more of them, and they're not as flighty, so he can get right up to them. I mean, he'll go nose right to them. And
right.
That's the difference between a wild bird and a pen raised bird.
Yep.
It trains them to know what they're smelling.
Yep.
You can still train them. There's a lot of positives to it, right? But it's still a different type of bird, even though it's still a pheasant. It's a whole nother animal.
Sure.
Right? I want him to know, they get a scent at 40 yards. Boom, that's a bird. Lock up right there. And as it runs, then you keep tracking it. Boom, He gets another scent. Boom, he locks up. And I think he just goes because he's so used to the hunt reserve when I take him. He thinks he can get up nose to butt.
Right.
With the pheasant.
Sure.
Or nose to beak before, because it's a lot harder for them to get up and going.
That makes sense.
They're not as flighty.
Yeah, it's super annoying when you're hunting on the preserves and you got to walk up and pick them up and throw them.
I haven't had too often that has happened, but
No shit. That's a thing.
Yeah. Well, they're not afraid of you.
Well, yeah, that's true.
They get fed by humans and they're around dogs all the time.
Pressured.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
It's all, like their survival instincts just gone.
Yeah, they just literally, like, what a lot of guys do is they go and they take the bird in a pen, like a little tiny cage, like I don't know, I'd say probably like a 1 foot by 1 foot cage, maybe a little bit bigger than that. And after they take them out of their
pen.
Yeah, they've got pretty big pens.
Yeah.
They take them out of there, put them in these cages. They put, like, I don't know, let's say you order 10 birds and they put the 10 birds in 10 cages, drive out there.
So I've watched them do it out by Andrew, that place out there.
Yeah, and they set the birds down, open the cage up, bird goes running off out into the wild. Well, it's never been chase. It's never been nothing. So when a person comes up, chances are they're just going to sit there and be like,
Are you going to pick me up and take me back home? Or?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you got to, like, kick them sometimes. I've had it where it's pretty ridiculous.
That doesn't even sound fun.
It kind of depends on the places too. Like some places do a lot better job than others. It depends on, flight conditioning. I mean, when they're a chick or however they're doing it, some people hatch them, some people buy them, and then they grow them. They got a flight. It's called flight conditioning. They have flight pens. Like, there's so many different things you can do
to try to keep them wild.
Ready. Yeah. I mean, they're never going to be completely wild, right? But you can definitely train them to be a lot better than
lazy.
Because then you got to think it's just like us lifting. You got to train the muscles, right? If they don't ever flap their wings, they don't ever fly. Their wings are never strong enough for that.
Right. They might fly 10, 15 feet. Like
Yeah. I mean, so the place I've been to a couple kind of like that. The place I go now is pretty good with that. There's been a couple times, the dog will, and sometimes that's just a bad bird.
Yeah.
Sure. Sometimes you just have a shitty bird that happens, and maybe the dog will just grab it or it'll chase it, and it just doesn't want to fly. It just runs instead.
Right.
Well, I mean, I've seen wild birds stay on the ground and run and not fly.
Oh yeah, and that's also a difference. They're a lot smarter in the wild because they've been getting chased their whole life.
Yeah.
From the time they hatched, they're running.
The time they die, yeah.
They're running. So I mean, it's not just running, but they do different things to trick the dog or trick anything that's chasing them.
Well, like we talked, like you go into a cornfield. Back when I was little, my grandpa, if he ever seen corn standing in a field, and just strips, not the whole field.
Right.
Good luck finding your bird that you shot.
Yeah.
But if you got, like...
Good luck finding your way out, too.
Yeah. Oh, shit. But you got like a 6-row, 12-row of corn for 100 yards. My grandpa would be like, hey, we're going to go get permission for this place. And then we'd go up, get permission, get in there. And it was 1 or 2 drivers and 1 blocker. And I remember multiple times he'd sit at the end of the corn, and all of a sudden there they'd come running out the end of the corn, and they'd fly as soon as they got out the end of the corn, because now they don't have any cover above them as protection.
Nothing zigzag through. And,
Yep. Well, they don't. I mean, in my experience, they pretty much just stay down one row.
Sure. I don't know. Never shot a pheasant, never been pheasant hunting, so I don't know.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
It's a good time.
That's how I got into hunting. I think on the last podcast also, I kind of talked about it. Like, I went from being the dog every weekend, Saturday, Sunday. We'd get all of my family together, uncles, cousins, and we'd go and take drives. Back then when I think we had a bunch of CRP on the land, and that's kind of where I learned and got the drive to hunt. I was the dog. We went. Finally, I got old enough to be able to carry a gun. Then we had dogs, and that's how I got into it.
Sure.
I mean, as far as I can remember, that was the first hunt that I can ever remember, and pretty much until I started deer hunting, I think, I just remember pheasant hunting.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I was any good at it, but that's how I learned. You know,
everybody sucks at it. When
you gotta start somewhere.
That's right.
That's like the dogs. You gotta start somewhere.
Pheasant hunting's a good way to get somebody into hunting.
Sure.
Definitely.
It's fairly easy to stay safe because you can see everybody the entire time.
Yep.
I don't want to necessarily say it's an easy way to hunt,
Make sure you walk through tall grass and stuff.
I mean,
but,
it's definitely, you need to be conditioned and everything.
It's gratifying.
yeah.
It's very gratifying.
You can work your butt. I mean, how many miles do you think we walked today for one bird? The only bird that we saw, even.
4, 5.
Yeah, I mean, so 4 or 5, and granted, we didn't necessarily think we were going to get one. It was a plus. We wanted to see birds fly. We just wanted to get the dogs out there, exercise. I wanted to hunt Iowa.
Sure.
That was a big thing. So, but even 4 or 5 miles to some people, that's a lot of walking that they don't want to do to only get one bird.
Yeah.
And who knows? You might not even get that one bird. We miss, and guess what? We just walked 5 miles for nothing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because that one the one you shot, you're like, rooster. I'm like, is it? And because I couldn't hardly see it yet, and then by the time I could really see it, he already shot it.
Sure.
Well, where I had finally seen it, he was like right here, so I would have never been able to shoot that bird anyways. Right. So even if you would have missed it,
we were done. Yeah, it was done. But it was cool to watch. Something I've kind of worked on with Hank is he didn't like to pick up. I mean, when I first got him, he didn't know his name. He didn't know what a toy was. Sure. He didn't know. I mean, nothing. Even to feed him, we had to have him facing like the whole room. You couldn't put like a bowl in a corner because he had to see things. He didn't like to be like in a corner.
Sure.
Where he couldn't see. So to get him to even play fetch or chase after something was huge. And then this last year, I've really worked on him picking up birds and retrieving, and that has been his first wild bird that he's retrieved for me. So even that, I didn't even think about that till right now. A light bulb just went off. So that was cool, and for me anyways, personally, to see him be able to go from that absolutely doing nothing with a toy to picking up a wild bird and bringing it back and retrieving it, and
sounds like
two-hand.
Lots of patience and lots of hours committed.
Definitely. I mean, there's still a long ways to go. You saw it, like...
Oh, he did great, though.
He was being a little prick at times, but, I mean, from where...
in the brush pile?
Yeah, from where I had him to where he's at now, it took... I mean, there's 6 months, we couldn't even look at him without just... He would just start shaking.
No shit.
Well, you said he was like 8 months old when you got him, right?
Yeah, he was 8 months old, I think.
So just probably bad living conditions previous? Or?
Yeah. So where I got him, and I said this on the last podcast.
Oh, that's right.
Too,
Yep.
They kind of saved him, and then they're like, hey, you can have him. This isn't a kennel dog. Right. And they knew, they tried it, and they're like, he's way too far gone. We rescued him, and now, you can have him. He's going to be a really good dog. He needs to be, just have a person. That's all he needs, not a kennel. And ever since then, but it took 6 months. Couldn't look at him. You couldn't do anything. He was just a dog. Like, we just let him have his space, decompress, and we just gradually, and ever since, I've had him for 2 years, I think. We were trying to talk earlier, and I couldn't remember. I want to say it's been 2 years. Sure. And he's came a long ways. You were petting him, and I thought that was crazy. Like, he doesn't like strangers.
That's cool.
Scared to death of his own shadow. How he hunts, I do not understand. You sneeze, you cough, he's tucking tail and hitting the road. Sure. But gunshot, your buddies were shooting, and he was like,
he was honoring it.
Yeah, he was trying to find where the gunshots were coming from. Like, he hears a gunshot, and he's like, it's go time.
That's awesome.
Like, he loves it. But you sneeze or cough, he's tucking his tail.
So it came from good genetics. Just now you just gotta
condition him. I think he wasn't. What's the right word? I mean, conditioning is the best thing for him. He was maybe in a box. Who knows? Without any civilization. Like, he got food, water, and that was it. Didn't get dogs. Didn't get people interaction. There was. That's all he knew was, and who knows. I don't know his afterlife, right? Yeah. But yeah, his bloodlines were awesome, and that's what the guy kept saying was like, hey, I think he will hunt. Yeah. I didn't want it. I didn't want it for hunting at the time. Like, I really liked him. Yeah. And if he was hunting, gonna be a good hunt dog, that's a plus. Yeah. And it was a plus. I know he likes to run. My fiance is a marathon runner, so it was gonna be good for. We live an active lifestyle, so it was a good fit for us as long as he got there. And then if he hunted, that was
even
awesome.
better, just a plus.
And he's there.
That's awesome.
It's just more time.
How long does the pheasant season in Illinois go?
That's a good question because we don't have a whole lot, so I don't really pheasant hunt in Illinois.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, when I was a kid, that's when they were plentiful. Like there was a lot more. Where we hunted, they got out of the CRP program, and once that, I don't think I've seen or heard a pheasant there since.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't think I've hunted in Illinois since hunting at my grandparents.
Wow.
Well, I kind of wondered that earlier because when we were talking about pheasant hunting and when we were hunting, I was kind of like, I wonder like if there's decent hunting there. Apparently not.
No, I think you got to go to Southern Illinois.
Right.
I could see that.
Is what I've heard. But when I was right here, why drive Southern Illinois? And it's flat too.
Illinois sucks.
Yeah. With I live in the best part of Illinois. I'll say that, but there's still a lot of.
Is there a best part?
Well, he says it wasn't the flat part.
The looks, I should say, the looks of Illinois.
He lived in the driftless region.
Yes.
That's actually a really cool area. I do talk a lot of shit about Illinois, but that is a cool part of it.
The state park over there, what is that?
Palisades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Now they really know where he's at.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. You come knocking on my door anytime. But yeah, no Illinois pheasant hunting this year. I think just like Iowa and almost most states, it was a good couple winters. Nice springs. I think there was got a little wet there, but it was really good pheasant habitat for everybody.
The most numbers had I think we looked up 15 years. The highest numbers for Iowa for pheasant.
A lot of that's in Western.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know.
I've heard another podcast talk about that, and that's mostly Western.
Yeah, but you can tell numbers up around here. I mean, all summer and spring and stuff, I saw a lot more just going to work than I ever have too.
So they say that Iowa has more pheasants in it than South Dakota, which is a crazy thing to hear.
No way.
I heard that on another podcast, and it's Western Iowa, not here.
So like South Dakota border.
Yes, quite literally.
But you look at the Iowa roadside survey, and all the numbers are up.
Yeah, they are.
If it's 15 years, I don't know that, but across the state they're up. And I know farmers in Illinois, they said they saw a lot more pheasants this year when they're picking their corn and harvest season.
And I drive around a lot. I mean, on a lot of gravel roads, and I've noticed.
Yeah,
I've noticed more birds.
Yeah.
Throughout, even in the summer and stuff, you see them on the side of the road.
Yeah.
They're definitely up in numbers, but to say that they're the same or more than South Dakota, I don't know about that. I don't know.
The only thing telling is at the end of the year, the harvest numbers. You gotta look at the harvest numbers.
Yeah,
which is kind of a crazy thing to go off of to know how many birds are there.
That's a good question.
Because you got hunter numbers, you've got,
how you actually know like the fine print, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of data from like years and years and years. And just a good estimation. I guess. I don't know.
It's a guess. That's all it is.
Estimation.
I can't remember if it was South Dakota or North Dakota. And take this with a grain of salt because I can't exactly remember what the right verbiage was, but I believe one of those two states had the highest pheasant kill from hunters that they've ever had, and it was last year.
South Dakota.
Was it?
I think so.
And I can't remember. It was a crazy number. It was a crazy number. Like hearing how many birds that were harvested, and then there's still birds to hunt. After that, it's nuts.
Yep.
Yeah. That's a good thing.
Kind of curious now.
I think it was. I want to say it was South Dakota. I don't know. Look it up.
That's what I was gonna do.
When you go out to South Dakota, do you guys shoot prairie chickens and all that, or just mainly pheasant?
So I've never been. I went to South Dakota one time. All we did was pheasant.
Okay.
My dad had a buddy out there, and we went out, and that's when my Springer could hunt.
That's right. I remember you telling us about that. Yeah.
So we took my Springer out, and my dad took his Springer out, and we had a really good time. It was nuts. I think we killed our limit in 52 minutes.
Yep.
I think we had 6 guys. So
that's cool.
It was nuts. A lot of luck in that.
Sure.
A lot of luck and a lot of good shooting. But you still got to find the birds, right?
Yeah.
But that's the only time that I can think of that been hunting in South Dakota.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you've been out there multiple times or just
Nope,
that one time.
Just the one time.
Okay.
My old man went out with his family quite a bit. They've been going out there like Nebraska and South Dakota for years.
Sure.
Up until, I don't know, till his kids got older, and then we got into sports. You know, sometimes kids really put a damper on things, but he just found a different joy in life, I should say. You know, it wasn't just hunting. But yeah, so South Dakota, only time I've been there was pheasant hunt. Went to Montana last year. Now Iowa, for birds. I'm trying to think. I would love to go other places. I just I don't
Find it in time.
Yeah, and it takes you don't have to have a group, but it's a lot more enjoyable when you have buddies that want to go with you.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, around here, everybody duck hunts, turkey hunts, deer hunts, right? Duck hunts. That's what people do. Because pheasant hunting or upland bird hunting isn't plentiful here. It's not huge.
No.
Versus like, you know, you go to the western states.
It could be. It could be.
It definitely could be. I think anywhere can be.
Yeah.
We just
got
need
put in the time.
Need to do what South Dakota does with our waterways.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could say
in the creek
people could do different.
Yeah.
I don't think farmers need to be planting all the way into the creek damn near. Like, you know, I've seen a lot of it. I got a lot of friends that are a lot of farmer friends, and I see them go in there with dozers, and they'll doze every fucking tree out of their property just so that way they can get one more bushel, a whole 56. You know, they'll gain $56 in that one field. Woo.
Yeah, I mean, to your point, definitely, but they gotta make money too. So
right.
So I asked my friend about that, who is a fairly large farmer, and I said, "Is it really worth all of that? Like, is it worth having all of the technology on the machines to really get the whole extra couple of bushels? Is it really worth going in and spending thousands of dollars to go and doze all of your waterways and doze all of your creeks down and get rid of all those trees and have to pay somebody to do all of this, or even go out and buy a $50,000 to $250,000 dozer and just burn all the fuel up?" And he said, "No, it's not." He said, "But they all do it."
Yeah.
Maybe not that year, but you know,
maybe over time.
You know, grain fluctuates, right?
Yeah.
It goes up and down. You get that one good year, and that could be 10 years from now. That makes all the difference.
After that piece of equipment that you have is having to get replaced because they're not built with pride and true craftsmanship anymore.
There's definitely a lot of ways you can look at it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's conservation ways to look about it, right? Like, we're hunters, so that's what we're looking at.
Yep.
They're looking at a totally different side of
Right,
things.
it's their business.
Yep.
But when he told me that it's not really worth it, I'm like, why do you even do it then? He goes, because it makes the land look good.
A lot of people do like that. They like it looking...
symmetrical.
Yeah.
I think it looks like shit. And I hope you all know that. If you're a farmer listening to this, stop fucking doing that.
That's funny.
They're not going to quit.
No.
They're going to be like, yeah, screw you, pal.
Pretty much. Say your backseat quarterback.
Armchair quarterback.
Armchair quarterback.
Well, there's nothing you can do about it if you're... I don't own it.
No.
Oh,
Bitch about it.
I can bitch about it. I can bitch about a lot of things.
Yeah.
We have your opinion, just not everybody wants to listen to it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right.
Especially my girlfriend. She hates listening to my opinion.
Yeah. I don't blame
It's
her.
usually wrong.
Yeah. You or her? Oh, yeah.
I'm going to believe that. She's sitting over there. That's why I'm talking shit.
That's why I said it. But,
Yeah.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Nope, you got it.
How'd your deer season go this year?
Well, like I said earlier, I got switched jobs.
Yep.
So I didn't have as much time as I would have liked to. I was successful.
Good.
Which is awesome and more than I was expecting. But yeah, it wasn't. I'm getting to the point where I know what I'm looking for and I know what I want.
Yep.
It doesn't always go that way.
Nope.
Sometimes I get a little greedy. The deer that I harvested this year, nothing wrong with it. Mature deer, just not what I was looking for.
Sure. I mean, it looked nice from pictures.
Yeah, it was still nice. Nothing wrong with it. It definitely was one of those in my head. I knew what I wanted, and there was definitely some that I I was wanting. This one never came up on trail camera. I know you're not a big trail camera guy.
Everybody knows.
But I've never seen him before, so I definitely had to get a second look. I had him at 15 yards the first time, and he was chasing a doe, and I was like, I'm gonna wait. But again, I don't have a whole lot of time to hunt anymore, so maybe I look at things differently now than I used to. I could be a little bit pickier how I wanted to, and this I cherish it more now because I don't have that time. And then he passed, and I got him. He was making another pass, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, this is a nice deer. And I think it just took that extra look. I'm like, really kicked myself.
You'd be stupid not to shoot it pretty much.
Yeah, and I ended up harvesting. It was good deer. One of probably my second biggest body deer. It didn't have the antler size, but I mean, it was a mature deer.
Hell yeah.
So my question, did you want the big rack for how he always calls it, the grip and grin, the cloud on Instagram and Facebook and all of that stuff? Is that what you want the big rack for, or is it just like, what is it? Or is it personal? I
think it's a personal thing. It's if I wanted to get it for me, so I got from last year, I still got freezers full, so I knew I didn't need meat this year.
Right.
If I need meat, then I'm not going to be as picky.
Right.
But I've been pretty successful the last few years, and I still have meat because I went everywhere last year. And I was very lucky to harvest everywhere I went. So I still have lots in the freezer. So this year I was like, I'm gonna be picky. So it's more of a personal thing that I want to prove myself that I could do it. I didn't do it, but I was still happy. It's not like I'm kicking myself that I was bummed about it. I'll never do that. Like,
no, absolutely not.
You still gotta give respect to the game that you're taking.
Absolutely.
And 100%, I do that. I'm not gonna. I wasn't bummed about it. 100%. It was so satisfying. Like, I had probably a couple other times that I could have went out, and I was like, no. The deer have made it this far.
Sure.
I was happy with what I got. I don't need to go out and get another one. I just got more meat. And there's other things that I can work on.
Sure.
So, but I was happy with how it went. I put some time into it. My food plots didn't work out, so that was probably more frustrating with my whole hunting this year than anything, was the lack of food that I had for them.
Sure.
You sit there and you put all this time into really working on your land and making it look good and making food for animals, right? And when it doesn't turn out, it's a real kick in the nuts.
Sure.
Like,
just didn't produce like you wanted it to.
Yeah, I'm a shitty farmer. I'll never be a great farmer. I would like to say I can plant a food plot, but this year I would say no. I did terrible.
Sure.
I don't know if it was the time and place that I did it. I don't know if
the seed too wet.
Yeah, who
bunch of rain this year.
Who knows? I'll never know because I'm not good enough to know.
Yep.
But I tried it and it didn't work out. So I think I was more frustrated with that, and I think I'm already planning for next year how to do things differently.
Sure.
So I think that's my biggest plan.
Yeah.
I was planning more for that than I guess my deer season.
Right.
If that makes sense.
No, that makes sense.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I don't want to get away from deer, but I do kind of want to talk about some turkey hunting.
Yeah. You're not a deer hunter anyways. Everybody knows that. We all know.
Always switching it.
I know.
Hey. I liked your deer hunt there. I enjoyed listening to do it.
It's fun. I mean, it's a different challenge. Duck hunting, totally different sport. Pheasant hunting, totally different sport. We talk about dove hunting, different bird, different. I mean, everybody has their things that their niche that they like to do. And we're just lucky enough to be able to do it all.
Yeah.
Right? But you have your favorites. Everybody has their favorites.
Oh, 100%.
Like. For me, it's a little harder to pick my favorite. I don't know. I just like being outdoors. So
yeah.
Birds are my favorite for sure.
And then
birds.
Let's now get back to turkey hunting. You said birds.
Yeah. Well, because I was thinking about it all day. I was thinking about it all day.
It's coming hot.
3 months.
It is
3 months.
Yeah. Well, and I said on what was it, like 2 podcasts ago about how she found out what a lot of hunting means, and I'm like, don't worry. I'm like, it's only April in May.
Yeah.
And it's only 1 week in April for myself, and then maybe everybody else can get it in April.
Then you got June, July, and August, and September. Yeah, you know,
Back to hunting.
She's a hunting widow.
Yeah, she'll be all right.
You get to those months and people start itching.
Oh,
I
dude.
start itching. That's when I'm like, man, should I put trail cameras out? I'm doing. That's the other good thing about food plots is it kind of voids that empty space between
Sure,
those
because
plots.
you're always out there trying to work. And
I shouldn't even say food plot. Land management.
Yeah. Yep.
People are always working. If you're fortunate enough to have your land, you know,
Yep.
that really helps void that time.
Yeah.
Kind of get your brain off of it a little bit.
Yeah,
You
'cause
know, rethink of shit.
I know, like the middle of July, I don't know if you want to call it like hunting depression, like the hunting blues, but it's like, damn, like I am bored. Fishing's not cutting it anymore. Like
You don't know what to do. You're like,
Yeah.
what? You have the day off. Man, what am I going to do?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, go spend time with family and stuff, but it's like, I want to be in the woods.
Or clean. Everybody.
Yeah.
Mine's.
Dude, if I got the day off, I'm going to do something fun.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you on that.
I'm not going to sit in my house and clean if I got the day off. I want to go and do something. I want to, go fishing or hunting or trapping, anything.
plays.
Anything but sit at home.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
I hate being at home. I don't know why.
I'm not home a whole lot. Even when I do have the day off, guess what? That's when I'm checking my trail cameras, SD cards, battery placement.
Yeah.
There's always something you can be doing.
Yep.
And I found that out pretty early on. Like my fiance is always she was the same way. She didn't understand like how much I actually did. She knew because Instagram, you know, she saw me, but she never actually knew like my days off or that 1 minute that I had to spare. I'm in the woods.
Yep.
I'm putting boots on and I'm in the woods.
Yeah. Because it's like, I don't know. It's
addicting.
It's a lifestyle.
It is.
It's not even an obsession.
It's an addicting lifestyle.
Yeah. It is a full-on lifestyle. And
It's the right
if you
lifestyle.
got the bug, you got the bug. If you don't, sucks to be you.
Yeah.
And when you have this around, I mean, look
Target
around
rich
what we got.
environment.
Yeah, look what we got. Not everybody gets that.
No.
Like I said to you, there's a reason why like the DNR have like, I don't know, 3 separate counties that they're supposed to cover. Let's just say there's three DNR in our area. They're supposed to cover these 3 different counties, and there's a reason why they stick in this area. It's just like you said, it's a target-rich environment with a lot of, like we've seen today, and I'm not gonna. This will come out in a couple weeks, so yeah, I will bring it up. Those bags of ducks that we've seen. Like, there's bullshit like that going on.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that, but I
all
don't know
over
if
the
you guys
place.
wanted to bring it up or not.
No, it's okay to bring up because, like I said, this isn't going to come out next week. It's going to come out the week after.
Sure.
And I'm not going to say where we seen these at.
But still, was it a lot?
Yeah, a dozen or ish.
Wow.
2 garbage bag full.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So somebody just
And a dead deer.
overshot their limit or just want to keep them? What do you think?
It's hard telling. I mean, they were old. They've been there for a little bit.
Sure.
I don't think it was. I don't want to say it's an overshot limit. It definitely could have been.
Sure.
Because it was.
You'll
not
never
gonna go
know.
too deep. I'm not
You'll
gonna
never
go-
know because we don't know how many people were
Right,
there.
right.
Like,
Yeah. And honestly, whatever gets investigated out of it isn't going to go anywhere.
Right.
But it's like, dude, if you're going to dump that, at least don't want and waste.
Right.
You know, at least some of them were breasted, some of them had nothing off of them. And really weird. And they were,
and it wasn't from like animals breasting. Like
Right.
It was
Obviously
a
in a
knife.
bag,
yeah, but some of them weren't at all.
That's weird.
And then there was 2 bags
Yeah.
that weren't very far off the road. At least take them out of the bag.
Something.
Like, don't leave the trash there. Yeah. I mean, I get it's a carcass, but like, put them in the freaking garbage.
Something.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Like, they can be taken to a garbage or trash dump or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
You know, you can take that dead bird and put it in your garbage when you take your garbage out on Friday or Thursday or whatever it is. You can take it out. Like, it's not illegal to get the meat off of it and then put the carcass in there.
Right.
And
what else are you going to do with it?
That's how we found them. There was garbage bag material, you know, from animals scraping at it. Yeah, scattered all over.
That's too bad.
Littering.
Well,
Yeah.
Daryl's over there tugging on something, and I'm like, "What is he doing?" And I'm like, "Come!" And he wouldn't come to me. I'm like, "Daryl,
Which
listen
isn't
to
like him. Like, he has a very good recall.
Yeah, and finally I'm like, all right, I guess I'll go over there. And that's when I ended up
Seeing what you saw.
Yeah. Well, no, that's when I seen the dead deer and then turn around and started walking. And he's like, oh, dude. He's like, there's a garbage bag full of ducks over here. I was like, oh, what the hell?
That sucks.
So we got done hunting and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to make a phone call.
Yeah, don't blame you there. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
But then on the way back, that's when we found another garbage bag full.
Yeah, another garbage bag.
No shit.
Yeah. And that one was literally on the freaking road.
Like, I didn't make it too far.
No.
That's
That
ridiculous.
was literally out the window, just dropped.
Yeah. Ignorant.
That's very ignorant.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't care if they're all breasted out and you threw them out in the wild. At least, like, if you don't have the land, I understand. But just put them in your freaking garbage.
Yeah.
Like, mine, I just let my cat eat off of whatever I don't get off of them, you know?
A little treat for him.
Yeah.
There's always something that'll eat it, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's with my deer carcass. I give them to my chickens. Like, most of my stuff, my chickens are,
They're freaking garbage disposals.
yeah.
They'll eat anything.
That's what, everything. I mean, my garden, whatever I don't eat, chickens.
Yep.
Food that I don't eat, chickens. Like,
Yep.
they're just, I don't know. There's always, that's where I'm getting at. There's
Yeah.
always something that'll eat it. It's a renewable resource.
But if you
Yeah.
put them in a bag like that and let them rot
Yes.
in the sun and the heat, because, I mean,
It's how you go about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
how you go about it.
No.
And the way they went about it was,
Not okay. Especially throwing ones out that weren't breasted and stuff.
that shit pisses me off.
Yeah. Shoot it, eat it.
And it's speculation. Like,
Yeah.
we're sitting here bullshitting, trying to figure out what could have happened. We don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It could have been perfectly fine. Not what they did, but, you know, it could have been legal, square, everything perfect. But we don't know. Now you're sitting there, the way you threw it out,
Yeah.
it brings up speculation.
Like
Yeah.
what you're saying is the hunt could have been 100% legal, and the only thing they did that was wrong was litter.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it could have totally been that.
But the way it all went down, it gets everybody thinking, like,
And that's what gives hunters bad names right there, too. People
Yeah.
see that shit or hear about it.
Yeah, but I'm gonna call you out on it.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I hope whoever's listening to this, if it is you,
You're a
screw
dick.
you.
Yeah.
You're an asshole. I don't like you.
Anyway.
But yeah, anyway,
Turkeys.
so back to turkeys though.
third time's a charm.
Their time is a charm. I've been trying to get on these little mini
I know.
raptors.
What about it?
Yeah.
What about it?
You made some promises last year, and I
What were the promises? I don't think everybody else knows the promises.
Well, you'd sent me some pictures of some turkeys, and you're like, you should probably come over here and hunt them.
We can do that. We can make that happen. Maybe I can get on a fourth time after the hunt.
Let's do it.
Fourth time.
Yeah.
It gives me a reason to come back. So
You know, and you could probably come to Iowa if you're like in the mood to go turkey hunting in Iowa.
oh, totally. Both of you guys, Illinois, this year, I can make it happen. I love turkey hunt. I love watching people turkey hunt. Like, I could sit there. I mean, you guys do your thing. It's not something I do for everybody, obviously.
Right.
It's over the
So
counter.
don't be getting any ideas.
It's over the counter, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here is not.
No.
I think you have to be in by February.
Saturday, January 10th.
I was gonna say it was coming up. I saw it when I bought my license for here. I was looking at it and
Oh shit,
it
we
was
missed
something.
Wisconsin again, didn't we? But we can get over the counter tags for Wisconsin.
Some parts can, some parts can't. You have to look it up.
Yeah, well, they
have
got
just
like
they have like
Minnesota or
6
something.
seasons there.
Yeah, they go into like almost June.
Really?
Yeah. When I looked last year, I think not into June, but damn near. I think like the 31st.
It's a long season. I think it goes
Yeah.
like, I want to say, don't quote me on this.
It's long.
It's like 3 weeks after Illinois. It keeps going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
a long season.
Yeah.
Because then they've got like 6 seasons, and then I think other counties have bonus seasons and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Wisconsin's weird.
Yeah.
You're a bunch of weirdos over there.
Makes a good cheese though.
They do make some good cheese. I didn't
And
even
some
get
good
cheese when I
beer.
was up there
And some
yesterday.
good beer.
And some good beer. Yeah, give them that. But no, I'm just looking forward to going turkey hunting this
Dude.
year. I'm
I'm-
starting.
I'm
to
Do
get
you guys
excited.
have any other trips? I mean, Illinois is a trip.
We're going to
It's not a
Nashville.
far trip, but
And WTF.
Yeah, we're going to the NWTF. We've got plans for, I think at least like 3 guys to come here and hunt with us now.
oh, perfect.
No.
That's fun. That's always a good time.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
really good.
I'm doing it with you guys. It's
Yeah.
just a good time.
And then go to Illinois, Wisconsin.
Maybe back to Minnesota if we find the time.
Yeah, if we find the time to go to Minnesota, go back to Minnesota. Because we got a pretty good spot up there that I'm pretty sure.
Now that we kind of figured it out over a weekend,
if we get in there early enough,
we could probably do it in a day.
Yeah.
Maybe. But turkeys do turkey things.
Turkeys do turkey
It pisses me off. They piss me off. But
yes, they do.
That would be really cool. So you got Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, and maybe Minnesota. So 4 states. That's a pretty good season right there.
Yeah.
Especially if you're successful in all of those.
All of them.
That's awesome. And that's doing some work too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's definitely putting in some work.
Yeah,
I mean,
we definitely put in a lot of miles during turkey season.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that just take a blind and set it up, put a bunch of decoys around it. Yeah, you can get turkeys that way, real freaking easy.
You can
real
skin a cat
freaking
more than one way, right? There's
Yeah.
more than one way to skin a cat.
I like the hard way.
Yeah, the running gun and not going out and scouting, figure it out in the morning.
Yeah.
Listen for gobbles.
You see a lot more too. Not necessarily turkeys, but you just see more in general. Anything, nature.
Yep.
When
Yeah.
you're running gun, you figure out. I think that helps a lot with finding or seeing how things work, right?
Oh, 100%.
In your own personal,
Yep.
how you work, and you see how the turkeys work, where they're roosting. If you were just sitting in a blind, you're not seeing where all their shit and where they're loafing, during
Yep.
the day or going to feed, because you're only sitting in that blind. So I think it helps you become a better hunter as well.
Oh, I agree.
Better outdoorsman.
Yeah, better woodsman.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, nothing,
Understand shit more.
nothing makes me just go insane more than is just sitting in a blind all day.
No.
Probably why you don't like deer hunting.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
It's not patience.
But at least
Everybody knows.
you're in a. I don't like sitting in a stand either. I can't see. I like to be able to see. So if I'm gonna deer hunting, totally different. You're in a stand. Nothing's around. You can see all the way around. I guess depending on where you're sitting or how you're sitting. But I like to be elevated and I can see shit.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a deer, but I feel like it's cutting out my abilities when I'm sitting in a blind.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit in a stand turkey hunting, right? But
I kind of want to. I was just gonna say that.
different.
Like, I kind of want to hunt a turkey out of a tree stand.
I'd like it a lot more because I can fucking see. Because
Yeah.
I hate not being able to see. That
Yeah,
nothing pisses me off more.
But sitting on the ground waiting for a turkey, just seeing its head poke through brush and stuff, and
I
love that.
I have a really bad thing about me when I'm like guiding people or helping people get their turkey. I shouldn't say guiding because nobody pays me.
Yeah.
If you want to give me a tip, I'd appreciate it, but you don't have to. I'm not asking you to.
Money tip, not the other tip.
Yeah, I don't want that one.
There's more than one tips out there.
Yeah. Money tip. That's it. Or bush light. But either way, when I'm taking people out, like I always seem to put myself in the absolute worst spot for seeing anything. So I seen you shoot your bird. But
seen me shoot at it, didn't see me kill
that's
it.
right. Yeah, and I'm just never like looking at what they're shooting at.
Yeah.
So I can never just be like, hey, yeah, shoot that one or shoot that one.
Yep.
I always put myself down in a dip, but I think I do that because I don't want to mess up their hunt.
Less likely to be busted.
Yeah. And I'm not the best turkey hunt or a caller out there.
He gets it done.
As long as it gets it done, doesn't really
Got it done
matter
for me
how
twice.
good you are.
I can talk pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I mean,
it worked out last year for me.
yeah.
That was a team effort though, and calling.
Oh, dude, that turkey was definitely coming to my calling. I should have been up there behind you. And like as soon as
It worked though.
Like I just had this feeling. I'm like, I need to get up there with him, and it worked. Yeah, he shot his bird, but
It looked
that's
like
just
a good bird too.
Yeah.
and like I do it to
Nice.
it was a badass
It
bird.
looked
Not-
like it.
But that's the thing. Like I also do it to myself when I'm turkey hunting. I will put myself in terrible spots. I do not know why I do that because I'm like, oh, you can sit here because this is like the primo spot to
Yeah.
see anything, and I'm like, I'm gonna go sit in the world's shittiest spot with like 18 trees in my way.
That's why I like when it's just like I love going out with everybody, but like you and me, we just sit side by side. We both can see.
Yeah, well, and then we did that. We did that last year, and I'm like, I'm like, you want to split up? And it's like 7:18 in the morning. And he's like, yeah, because all the turkeys went away from us. They instead of coming to the central point where I always see them, they all split apart and went out the other ways. Well, I'm like, you want to split apart and like try to get them? And then I went up one way, and I didn't see anything. So I'm like, screw it. I'm like, I don't really feel like walking through all this. This is super thick. So I was like, I'm gonna go sit back down in my chair. Walked back over, sat down. Out in the field like 400 yards ahead. I'm like, sorry, Wesley. And he's trying to call it away from me.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting I watch him come across the ridge. I was like, he's calling, I'm calling. I was like, well, fuck it, we're gonna fight over this turkey. I was just back in the woods too far.
Might as well, right?
It was fun.
Make them decide. I mean, that's what you gotta do. Make them decide. Someone's gotta get one, right? Someone's gotta get them.
So I'm sitting up against this tree and watching him. He started coming down toward me. He's like, "Ooh," and then he started calling and went that way. I was like, "Damn it!"
Make the turkey decide where he wants to go.
Yeah, well, it was funny. I heard him calling, and I'm like, "That is definitely Wesley calling."
Yep.
Like, it's not bad. It's just.
Well, you can always tell. And you guys have been together calling for so long. You know how each other call.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. You just know how he calls.
Honestly, it kind of gave me a backup. Like, he wasn't necessarily.
I wasn't being aggressive.
Yeah,
I was doing like putts and clucks and stuff.
And he was just like coercing that bird to stay on our side. Yeah. So honestly, it probably was the perfect thing to do because it got within like, what was it, like 28, 30 yards of me.
It wasn't a very far shot.
And it was like right there, and I could tell it was like, where's this bird at? Like, I should see it by now. I'm like, okay, I gotta shoot it.
No.
That's when I start getting nervous. When I can see them head bobbing a little bit, and you can tell they're just getting nervous. I'm like, here we go.
You gotta
get done. Yeah, let's get it done because it's fun to watch them. I have a hard time letting them come up, and I mean, I used to get so excited right when I saw that fucker's head done. Like I would used to do that. Yeah.
Now you got to work it.
Yeah. Now I like to watch him a little bit, and I just put in all this time trying to get his ass over here. Got his ass over here. Now I want to enjoy it a little bit. Yep. It's pretty cool watching him.
Runs off.
I used to
people get to see that.
I used to do what Wesley does all the time, where I would like leave the gun between my legs and I would sit all comfortable and shit. Well, the one time I was out in Vinton, Iowa, hunting out there. I'm going back out there. That place is awesome to hunt in. And but I had the gun between my legs. So I told the story, was it last week, when I'm like, oh yeah, I walked up on this bird. And
you told the story a couple times.
Dude, we're like, he looked like he was 8 foot tall, this turkey did. You know how tall turkeys are, little guys. Yeah. And I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like standing there staring at it. He's staring at me. And I'm like, I could shoot it. I could have totally just went bang. But I'm like, it's like shit. I'm like, I messed that hunt up. But I just didn't want to like pull up, shoot, and miss, and then just ruin my hunt. Most would think the hunt is over with right then and there. I just spooked this bird at like 10
circle
feet.
Back.
Yeah, I just spooked it at 10 feet. Well, like I said last time, they get spooked all the time, so they're used to it. And I literally went to where I last seen it, and I watched him and another one go down in the woods. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to call this thing back. Jumped the fence, sat next to this pine tree that was like as big around as my wrist. And it was missing all of its limbs from like above my head down. So I'm just this big blob sitting in the middle of nothing. I took my little hen decoy that I had, set her out there by herself, facing me at like, I don't know, 5 or 10 yards. It wasn't very far. Not very strategically placing anything. Myself, the decoy. It was like the worst I've ever set up. And put the gun between my legs and started calling. And they came right back within like 5-10 minutes. I watched both of them shoulder to shoulder, duck under the fence. That was cool to watch. Come in front of me, get in front of this decoy, and they're like kind of prancing around it. And I should have just stayed, but I was starting to get nervous. So I was slowly raising the gun up and like picking my legs up.
I've been there. I
was picking the gun up and picking my legs up at the same time to like have a rest for the gun and everything. And then the one must have seen me moving, and it started like doing the the head nod and
You gonna run? I'll run. If you run, I'm running.
yeah. So I'm like, all right, I'm not giving him that chance. And then I pulled up and I didn't do it quickly, but I didn't hastily, tactfully picked up and shot the one that was looking away from me because the other one was already like, I'm out of here. It knew something was up. So, but I wish that was one of those moments. I wish I was steady, watching over the gun, and just watching those birds do what they were going to do because they were going to mate that hen.
Yeah.
Because I had a laying down hen. They were going to mate her. I should have just let it.
It's cool watching it.
You say steady. I don't know how the hell you shoot turkeys.
Why?
Fuck.
I get excited.
Every time I see you shoot a turkey, you're just nerves, like full meltdown.
Dude, as soon as my head gets put down into where it's supposed to be, it's steady as can be.
Just means you're excited. Yeah. That's all it means.
I'm excited. I love it. I love it.
I like giving you shit. I do the same thing.
Dude, there's nothing cooler than that. It's sitting there in that first morning, you're freezing your ass off, and you just
the first gobble.
Pow, pow,
oh yeah.
Pow, pow. It's like,
I mean, how many? A turkey's a turkey. A lot of people say turkeys are turkey. Like how can you keep shooting them, harvesting them year after year?
Because it's hard.
It's hard, but still every turkey works different. Maybe you get the same turkey, 10-inch beard, inch spur. You can find
dime a dozen.
Yes, but not every turkey acts the same way.
No.
And that's what makes everything worth it. That's
100%.
what makes you better.
Yep, you got to hunt them all different.
And that's what I enjoy.
100%.
It's still a different hunt. Like even like you said you thought most people would think that was you're scared. You just scared them off. You just ruined your hunt.
Yep.
On that, you said they're always getting scared. Correct. They're always getting chased. I mean, everything out there is always getting chased. They're always quick memory loss. They go to a new place. Okay, I'm safe. You adjusted. You went to a different place where they did not get scared. That is a new caller in there. I mean, you might have the same tone, but still, that's a new caller, new surroundings.
What people should do as well. This is something I learned a while ago. If you are calling at a bird and it sees you and it's seen you and it runs away, dump that call, move on that bird, and use a different call.
Yep.
Well, it worked for you.
Yeah,
I'm saying the same call worked for you.
Well, because that time I wasn't actually calling. What ended up happening is I sat where I thought the birds were going to come out. They came out like 200 yards to my right, further than what I thought they were going to. And I was like, shit, this ain't good. Because I was hearing them gobble, so I'm like, well, I don't want to get too far down in there. And then they came out on my right, way far away. So I went up, looked over the hill, which is something you shouldn't do, but I wanted to see what they were doing. And they were just meandering around, and then they dipped down into the pine trees. So then I ducked back into the woods that I was by, came around the tip of it, and as I was coming around the tip of the finger, I was standing between the fence and the woods. There was a little path there, like almost like a four-wheeler path that I was walking on. And I was staying below the hill, out of the tree, so I wasn't making much noise. And that's when I came upon the two toms, and me and the one just happened to like walk up without noticing each other until we were like both standing in full view of each other. That's actually what happened. And I never even hit a call that morning because I just...
Well, scratch everything I just said then.
Yeah. Well, I've had it happen though, where I was using one call, but it was just something I learned a while ago, is to switch the calls so that way it doesn't sound like the same bird, because then they're probably not going to want to go to that call. And it's not always.
No. And you can do it. I mean, it doesn't even need to be that you spooked them. You've been calling with one call this whole time. Switch it up. If it's not working, switch calls.
Yep.
Make it sound like, now there's another turkey in the area.
Yeah, I usually...
It helps. And then it's a group.
Yep.
You got two different tones going.
Yep. I usually have like 5 calls on me at a time when I'm out turkey hunting. And Wesley's seen me do it multiple times. Like I'll sit there and like run 2 or 3 different calls at once and have like a turkey battle.
And there's no right or wrong way of doing it.
No.
Everybody
Right.
has their way of doing it, and and it works. For some people, how you do it, I mean, that's why they do it, right?
Right,
It's
right.
worked. So there's not a right or way. There's always better ways
Oh,
of
100%.
doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, well, and then I don't know. There's just so many myths and that's probably not the right word. I was going to say fallacies, but there's just so many myths to turkey hunting that I have found completely untrue.
Yeah, they won't cross fences. They cross fences. They won't fly across water. They fly across water.
You know, they don't like a turkey that calls a lot. Dude, I have literally had full-on arguments with other turkeys.
And they come in.
And they come, dude, how many times have you seen me call hens in?
Oh, yeah.
Like, almost every hunt I've ever been on, I've called a hen in. It's bullshit, because why aren't you bringing the tom with?
Right.
No.
That's actually how he killed his first turkey, is I called the hen in.
Yep.
I didn't even call the tom. She was just talking shit, so I'm like, screw you, I'm going to do exactly what you're doing, cut you off,
That's what I
call
do
super
too.
hard.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's just,
It worked.
yeah, and it works. And that's what I find works for me the best, is calling it hens.
Yep.
I always call hens in, always. And
Eventually, you're gonna have one that's, it's following a hen.
Yep.
I mean, it's not always gonna happen, but the time that we hunt, that's what they're doing. They're trying to breed. So,
Yep.
I mean,
You get
9
that
times
boss
out of
hen
10, yeah, that hen's gonna be bringing a tom with it.
well, and it's funny because I think it was the day before my brother-in-law, I don't have a brother, my brother-in-law and I, his stepdad, his son, my brother-in-law's son, and then my buddy's kid. What's that?
So that'd be your nephew.
Yeah, well, it was just so many
I know.
people there. It's hard to like.
Yeah.
Anyways, there was 5 of us, 3 of them in this blind, 2 of us in this blind, and we watched this tom work this hillside for how long, and we all thought that tom was coming. Well, all of a sudden, this hen behind me started talking, and I'm like, "You bitch!" And it was the evening. It was, starting to get late, and I know you guys can't hunt after noon, right?
Correct.
What?
Correct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for morale hunters.
Even on private property?
Yep.
No shit.
Noon cutoff.
That sucks.
Morale hunters, they say, I've heard that to give wildlife a break as well, because it's getting into debris, nesting season,
I suppose.
dropping fawns, so they're trying
I
to
could
give
see
a
it
little
that
bit of
aspect, but
Nah, screw that.
I mean,
hunting all day.
morale hunters maybe on public land, but not in private. That sucks.
Yeah, I don't know the real facts behind it.
Sure.
That's obviously what people say.
Huh.
But this is Iowa,
That's weird.
and we're cooler than Illinois. So,
Hey.
Another reason to hate on Illinois.
so anyways, so we're hunting in the evening, and he was just working at hillside, and I'm like, oh my god, his head was just went from bright red to bright white to bright red to bright. It was just changing, like they can
cool.
change like that
Yep.
basically. And I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, just get in here. And all of a sudden she started yipping in the back, so I'm cutting her up, and it was just a full, like, I didn't stop calling. I bet I didn't stop calling for 20 minutes.
Sure.
I mean, I would stop, and then she would just be like, beep, 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 like trying to get me to call back, and I'd call back at her, and she would just go even harder, and then she'd start getting closer and closer, and finally she was in front of us. Well, I think she walked just to the left of us, I think she walked just to the left of us and came out and went over to that tom. But yeah, she was looking to fight, and then we didn't have any decoys, so
Situation where you wish you probably would have had decoys.
yeah, and she
That's
probably
how it always goes. It always goes like that. Like when you don't want to have a decoy, that's the best scenario for a decoy.
Yep.
Well,
and
and then-
vice versa. Then you're like, oh, I wish I would have never had that fucking decoy.
Yep.
Well, and then
some spooks. And
the very
Every
next
time.
day in the morning, I'm like, TJ, I'm like, we need to go out and hunt this again. Like, they're right there. We watched them. So I'm like, let's hunt it. And then we get out there, we go and hunt. The very next morning, she's still there, still talking shit. So I'm doing the same thing. This time we actually had decoys out. And that's when that goose landed in my turkey spread.
that would be wild.
It was
That's
pretty
funny.
cool, actually.
That would be wild.
And so I'm sitting here just calling at her, and it was the same thing as the day before. She's just pop, 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 and I'm popping back at her. It was fun. And she came out with nothing behind her. And if you would have asked me, I would have swore up and down she would have had that tom with her.
Sure.
I mean, a million
Especially
times
for how
I would
much
have.
she's talking.
Yeah.
That's what you'd think.
Yeah, a million times over. And we heard him gobbling down there. We heard her yelping. And I'm like, oh, this is that same turkey yelping.
Yep.
I was like, I know for a fact this is it because we watched him go over there, so on and so forth, and called him over. And she came up under the fence, and he never came.
Maybe he had more hens with him.
He did.
That were
Yeah.
being quiet.
Yeah, so we ended up leaving. As we're walking out, we spooked him. He was already 300, 400 yards away from us, but he had seen us in the field, and he was like, nope, and he dipped down. Like, as soon as he seen us, all the hens and him just dipped down and went and left.
Yeah.
And they were super far away.
Yeah.
They weren't even in the same field we were in.
Right.
I mean, they were a valley over and a long ways off, but...
That damn eyesight.
I know. Get you every time.
It does. It does.
Well, we were just walking back to the truck, and I told them, I'm like, we can hunt this. I was like, we can get to that fence. I was like, we just got to be really sneaky when we had my daughter and his son.
Yeah, you're not gonna do that with little kids.
Yeah, it would have been
Give it time.
It would have
It'd
been
be tough.
too hard.
It'd be tough.
We could have done it. We had blinds on our back.
Yeah.
We could have just like boom, set one up, like get against the fence, and I just pick up Lillian like a
Football.
like a football, and just run with her down the fence line, and it could have happened.
I would have loved to see that.
But we didn't. We decided we're just like,
Hilarious.
That was funny.
yeah, we just said screw it. Like, let's just stay on the ridge side. And he ended up seeing us. And I'm like, well, screw it. Let's go home.
There's other turkeys.
Yeah, that was pretty much what it was.
There's other turkeys. I think we've had and I don't know about Iowa, but I think we've had a pretty good hatch that I'm seeing. So that, I mean,
Yeah, last year
same
numbers were
turkey,
up.
yeah. I mean, I think I sent it to you, Snapchat. I mean, it was like 20.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you're
It was
a
nuts.
lot.
It was nuts. I think I sent it to you too.
Yep.
It was like, it covered the whole hillside.
Yeah,
with all-
there's a lot of turkeys.
Yeah.
What was it like? What, 2 weeks this year that maybe 3 weeks this year that we actually had like heavy snow cover that could have even starved any of them out.
Yeah, I mean, it started melting right away. It's not like the ground was frozen. They could still get scratched down, get feed.
Yeah.
I mean,
so
maybe some yearlings, but
you expect a loss on those.
yeah.
There's every winter there's gonna be a loss, right? Like
No
you
matter
gotta,
what.
you gotta expect it, but
Yeah.
that's why you're always hoping for a good hatch
Yep.
because you know there's gonna be loss that comes with it.
I don't know if I'm supposed to do this, but when we're walking through, I might have been like nudging the ears. I'm like, knock off. So that way, like, whatever's there can eat.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Like, I wasn't like throwing them or nothing or stealing them. I was just like, yeah.
It did surprise me how many ears were still left
There was a
was
lot of
pretty
ears
crazy.
left.
because it all looked really good.
It looked great. Yeah.
it's weird.
I've seen a lot of deer shit in there. I mean, I could see where the deer were
And bedding.
eating them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that one spot I went through, it looked like a Volkswagen was sitting there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was awesome.
But,
But I think we can probably end it right there, huh?
yeah.
I'm all for it. I'm all
All
for
right.
it.
Well, thanks for coming on, Joey. I
Yeah, thanks.
appreciate it.
I appreciate
Thanks for
the
coming back.
invite. Thank you for taking me out today. I had a blast. I think we had a blast. Loved watching the dogs work. It's always a learning experience, and I always enjoyed coming on. So
We like having you on, man.
I'd do it
appreciate it.
again.
let's do it.
So, as we end our podcast, stay safe.
Enjoy the hunt.
Know the outdoors.